Okay, today I'm going to talk about your host file and how you can protect it and stop the possibility of getting hacked. What the host file actually does is makes entries into your host file, and that links your domains and IP addresses. And in the old days, that was a very easy way to hack into your computer, and it still can be done. Absolutely. I use this program, Wind Patrol. Excellent box when it comes up. It's known as Scotty, also the program, but the actual name is Wind Patrol, and it's a free program. I'll put the link in the description. And it really is it turned into an awesome program. At one time, it was just for startups, so you can manipulate your startups, what you want to start up. Let's say you have super anti-spyware, and you want to disable it. You disable it. Now in startups, it won't start up with Windows. And you have, like, see, I have Magic Jack, and I'm going to leave that enabled, of course. And it does. You can get the plus. There's actually there's always, on these types of programs, there's always like a pro or a plus. You can upgrade to. This one is pretty good. The plus. His plus, and the advantage, the one main advantage with the plus, you can schedule your startups when you start in Windows. Let's say you have a bunch of programs, a game that starts up, and you have Magic Jack, or you have, you know, a few other things, on your computer that are actually starting up with Windows. Well, with Plus, you can say, okay, I want my Magic Jack to start up in 1 minute after Windows starts up. I want my antivirus, my AVG or whatever. I want that to start up in 2 minutes. So you get all your programs that you need to run your computer that you're used to, whatever it must have running, and you get them delayed, to open. You just have them scheduled, like, up to, you can go up to an hour, hours after, but I mean that would not necessary. I used to have the plus, and I used to schedule no more than 10 minutes all my programs. See, now the advantage of that is you'll boot into Windows really fast. You turn your computer on within less than 30 seconds. You can function on your computer. You bring up a browser and you can, go to town. And then slowly all your programs will just come to life. Uh, that's the plus. Um, but the main reason why I like to use Wind Patrol and have it on all my devices is the host file. I mean, that's just that alone. And there are other types of host files. There's Hostman. There's a few other ones. Uh, it's not that they're more aggressive. It's just they're one-trick ponies. That's all they do. This is pretty cool because it's got, a wide variety of things. You can go through this, and it's got a lot of things. It became an awesome program, Wind Patrol. You'll find the startups, instead of going into Task Manager, you can go Task Manager. You can do this without this. I mean, everything on here really you can do uh, without this program. You can go into this is a Task Manager, and you go into startups, and right in here you can just right click and you can disable, or whatever you don't want to start up. So you really don't need Wind Patrol for that, but it just makes it easy. It's all in one place. But and also your host file, you can actually physically watch it, monitor it, and alter it, and everything. But uh, if you don't know how to do it, this program will do it for you. So what happens is when you install a program, let's say you're installing a game, and all programs want to enter into your host file. They want, it's not that they want access to your computer, it's just that when you go to that domain, you are definitely going to that domain because it links the domain to the IP address. And that's where, in the old days, the hackers used to, get into your computers. Because if that's altered in any way, then people can get into your computer, and it's still done. That is still done. So that's why I always run a host file. I'm always protecting the host file. Okay, so when you're installing a program, this will pop up. A message will come up. This is trying to make an entry into your. It won't be this what I'm looking at now, but there will be a window that pops up, and it'll say Steam is trying to make an entry into your computer. Allow yes or no. And if you're installing the program, you naturally hit yes. But sometimes when you just browsing the internet, you go to a website, you go somewhere, Wind Patrol will open. Scotty will bark, window will pop up, and it'll say, this Guys and Dolls wants to make an entry into your host file. Guys and Girls, I don't know why I picked that. But of course you hit no. Say no. I don't want you getting entry into my computer. And without monitoring the host file, that's how a lot of stuff gets in. It also immunizes the host file. That's another whole thing. It makes a lot of entries, corrects a lot of entries. It's a very powerful little program. It really is. But like I said, if you're installing a program, Wind Patrol opens up and it says it would like to make an entry into your host file, you hit yes. If you just walked away from your computer and you see Wind Patrol up and something's trying to make an entry and you didn't see it pop up, you weren't doing nothing, you always hit no. Whenever I'm also updating my Google Chrome or something, that's always wants to make an entry, you'll hit yes. And of course, and, anything that you're doing and you recognize, you always hit yes, okay, make the entry, no problem, because it's trusted, you use it all the time and everything. And that ensures you that nobody's really gonna manipulate. It's it's an ASCLL text file, and if that's altered in any way, the IP and the domain, if that's manipulated in any way, well, then there's a possibility somebody can get into your computer. So that's a nice part of protecting your host file. All right, so that's really basically it. It's a very easy I'll leave a link in the description for Wind Patrol. Now, okay. Thanks for watching.